Alright, what's going on YouTube? Thanks for tuning back in on another little short video of one of my do-it-yourselfers. Today we're going to be working on the 2013 Volkswagen Golf, and we're going to be replacing the air filter. Just like any other video, I'm going to show you exactly what filter that I purchased. I'm also going to show you what tools are required to tackle this project, and then last but not least, I'm going to show you from start to finish on how to properly replace this air filter. So yeah, with that being said, let's get to it. Okay, so for the air filter, I went with a Mon filter. Part number is right here. C as in Charlie 43102. As you can tell, I already pulled it out of the box, and this is what the new one looks like, all nice and clean. The one that's currently in the vehicle, I don't think it's going to be too bad because I only replaced it about 15,000 miles ago. But again, hard to tell until I actually take it out. All right, so these are the tools you're going to need to replace the air filter. As you can see, I got two sets of pliers. Depending on the clamp, it can be a pain in the butt just to do it with regular pliers. So I got one that I can extend a little bit further out, but we'll see once I get to that. And then you're going to need a Phillips screwdriver, or you're going to need a drill with a Phillips bit. And that's going to actually take out the air filter, as you're going to see later in the video. But yeah, that's all you're going to need. Okay, so the first thing you're going to have to do is you're going to have to remove this little guy. That's going to be the engine cover. Now, once I take this all apart, you're going to see that the actual air filter is located, as you can tell by the air ducts and everything, the way everything's running. It's going to be rammed right underneath here. So to start out, you're going to have to take this duct off. It's held down by two T20 torque screws, and then you're gonna have to take this clamp off right here for the duct hose that runs from your throttle body to your mass airflow sensor. Once you take these two off, I want to say there's 4 corners right here that just kind of prop up. It's just nothing but a rubber grommet or a rubber gasket with a nipple actually in it, holding it in place. But yeah, let's get to it. Alright, so there you go. Took it all out just to show you what I was talking about the rubber gaskets or grommets underneath. They're going to be located, if I'm digging it all over the place. So one, I don't know if you can see them all the way the camera's angled, but 1, 2, 3, 4. And then your air filter, believe it or not, is going to be located right under here. Just held down by a couple Phillips screws, prop it out, and then you put the new one, take the old one out, put the new one in, and then reverse order to reassemble all that. And I'm going to show you that over here on my workbench. Alright, so here is the engine cover. Right in here, this is where the air filter is located at. It's held down by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Phillips screws. Once you take those out, you're going to pry it up, prop it up. You see here in a second. Take the old one out, put the new one in, and then just reverse order putting everything back together. And here is the old one. Let's look at it. Wow, you know, I should really just keep this one in, because if you look at the old one and the new one, there's barely any difference. Like, I could at least get a couple more thousand plus 10,000 miles out of this. But either way, like I stated before, I got it. So I'm just going to toss the old one and put the new one in there. Alright, everything's put back together. Now let's put it back in the car. Alright, so just like earlier, reverse order, putting everything back together. I usually try to align them first in the back, the nipples with the rubber gaskets. Before I slam anything down, I'm going to put all the other pieces back together. So I'm going to start with the duct right here that goes from the throttle body to the mass airflow sensor. I'm not worried about the clamp yet. I just want everything to be lined up. And then I'm going to take the duct right here, line it up, and it's seated in. Once everything's seated properly, then I'm going to worry about the little rubber grommets and then put them on the nipples, as you can tell right now. Alright, everything's seated. Now we're going to put the 2 screws back in, take the hose clamp, and then put it back over the actual hose itself. Alright, so everything's put back together, and that's it. Alright, so there we go, start to finish, replacing an air filter in a 2013 Volkswagen Golf. So I showed you what air filter I was going to use, I showed you what tools are required to tackle the project, and then I showed you from start to finish on how to take out the old air filter and replace it with that new one. Now, if you think this video was helpful, hit that like button. Also, if you saw something you didn't like, or you just want to leave some positive feedback, do so below in the comment section. And then last but not least, please subscribe and turn on the notifications button. The reason I'm saying this is about every week to 2 weeks I should be posting a new video, and who knows, maybe in the near future there is a project that you may have to tackle and I already made a video for it. So with that being said, YouTube, again, thanks for tuning in. Until next time, take it easy.